Hi, welcome Facebook. How are you guys? Happy New Year. I know it's been a minute, but we are back for the January web series. Tonight we're doing things a little different. We're going to hop straight into our interview. So no further ado, I want to get into ITALINA's bio right now so we could hop into her interview. So let me read her bio to you guys. Welcome Facebook. Welcome everybody. Please tag and share and like. Put your comments and questions in the chat. We will get back. We will answer as many questions as possible, but we have her for a very short time, so I really want to get straight to her interview. Okay. As for her bio, I would like to introduce to you ITALINA. She's a national speaker. As an online presence expert and speaker, ITALINA helps you upgrade your presence online through LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. ITALINA and her team of social media managers help you gain more visibility online, driving a steady stream of clients to your business. You should know ITALINA is trained as an attorney. Yes, she's an attorney. She has a Juris Doctorate degree and has a legal background. However, like many recovering attorneys, ITALINA is now practicing her passion, online branding and marketing. Since 2012, her business has been the vehicle for her personal and spiritual growth while she creates value for each of her clients. So I just want to welcome you guys, and we want to bring on ITALINA herself to the screen. We welcome her, and let's get this rolling. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Tiffany. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes. So before we get into your questions, we are live on Facebook. So if you go to your Facebook page, if you want to tag anyone to let them know you're online, feel free to do so. Before we get into it, I'll give you probably 30 seconds to a minute to do that.
Okay.
Before we get into your questions. It's up to you.
And where on Facebook? Where do I go to?
Yeah, on Facebook. If you go to my page, on my profile, you should see the live. And you can tag your people there. Let me actually go on Facebook and tag you on it so you can see it faster. Yeah. Let me tag you on this. Give us 1 second, guys. We are gonna hop into it because she's a very busy woman, so we don't have time. We'll get to the juicy stuff. So I just tagged you on that, and I'm gonna tag Augmented Space Code.
Okay. All right, great.
Yes. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So can you tell everyone how to properly pronounce your last name first and foremost? Because I didn't want to.
Well, you pronounce my first name perfectly. My name is ITALINA KIRKNIS.
Kirkness. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Awesome. So let's hop into your interview. How would you describe the woman versus the CEO?
The woman versus the CEO.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? The woman versus the CEO.
So the woman, tell us about ITALINA versus the CEO. Like, is there any differences? Are they one and the same?
I feel like they're one and the same. And in fact, that's one of the things people tell me all the time. They're like, ITALINA, wow. They'll say things. I'll hear things like, wow, what we see online and meeting you in person is the exact same. And how I treat my team, I treat my family. Like this to me, this is why I started my company and went on to working on my own as an entrepreneur, because I didn't like the idea of going into my job, having to be at the door and then collecting it on my way out at the end of the day. So I feel like I'm in alignment, and that's what we want.
Yeah, totally agree. So, I mean, if you could dig a little deeper, like, how would you describe yourself? Like, give me 5 adjectives about yourself.
Sure. So one thing people often say is I'm fun. I mean, as you can see, I'm always smiling, always laughing because I have this inner joy, which comes with being on that right path, living the kind of life you want for yourself. The other thing is I'm very transparent, or you might say direct. I'm very kind in how I share information. So some people may be direct and very confrontational. I'm always going to deliver it in a kind manner. So I think those are some words I would use to describe me. And that's how I am with my team, with colleagues, with clients, with friends.
Okay, awesome. Tell us how and why you launched your business. Like, give us the backstory.
Absolutely. So I began, as it was shared in my introduction, I began in the legal field. So I have a law degree and I had this great legal career path that I was upon graduating law school. But, honestly, I just could not find my joy. I just felt like my soul was dying. So I thought, I'm too young to live like this. I'm smart enough and young enough to switch careers. So I was actually looking for, decided to leave and look for a new job. I didn't want to spam companies or to chase companies. I wanted to attract companies. So I went out to LinkedIn and started sharing my knowledge, my insights. And as a result, companies, sure enough, began recognizing me, saying, "Italina, we see you everywhere. We want you to do it for us." And they didn't even know what to call it. This was back in 2010. Today, we'd likely call it personal branding, relationship marketing, really giving a human face to a company, giving a humanness to a business. So I was like, sure, I can do that for you on the side while I look for a job. And then another company wanted me to basically create content and post for them. And then a small business, and then a small business owner. And before you knew it, I had difficulty finding time to go on interviews and look for a new job. So I thought, can this be my job? Like, is this a thing? So it took me some time. A couple years later in 2012, I officially launched my company, made my first hire, and just built up my team over the years.
Oh, awesome. Congrats on all of that.
Thank you.
What are some tips and trends that people can apply to their Instagram and LinkedIn pages now?
Oh, for sure. So as we know, in this pandemic lifestyle we're living, hence we're all at home, and every time you see a interview or anything being done, people are in their living rooms and their home offices. We are in officially beyond it being the digital era 2021, we're in a pandemic lifestyle. So having your online presence really represent you well is more important than ever. And the truth is, it's like we want to put our best virtual foot forward when people find you online. Are they compelled to want to reach out to you? Further, like say, oh, what she does, I need. What he's got, I need. So first things first, I would say those profiles. So what I call a profile is like your Instagram bio, your LinkedIn bio, just that page, your online storefront, so to speak. That needs to clearly represent you. It needs to clearly say what sets you apart from all the other bajillion businesses that do what you do. So your listeners are welcome to go on my page to see an example of what a compelling bio looks like, whether it be on my Instagram at ITALINA K. They can actually see it right there on the screen. And then connect with me on LinkedIn. Just my first name, last name, ITALINA KIRKNIS. You'll see actually on my LinkedIn, for example, it doesn't just say my name. It says my name and online presence expert.
Oh, wow.
Right away, people can see my job title and what I do. They don't even have to read further along. On the Instagram bio, I don't waste a space by putting my name in there again. My name is already in the handle. I don't need to do that again. I want to utilize that space to put in searchable keywords. So one of the keywords that you'll see is social, hashtag social. So if anyone's looking for a social media manager, my profile is going to be one of the ones that come up. So the bio, really optimizing that. You'll also see in my Instagram, it's not written like a paragraph. It's a bullet point list, the emojis. You'll see that there at ITALINA K, showing the kind of services as well as the credibility. We're always looking to create this to share our reputation, right? And
Mhm.
our brand. And
Right, right.
being online, that's just a great way to be able to share that. So those are a couple things you can do just starting off. First things first, not even getting to the posts. We want to make sure our online storefront is
Right.
compelling and represents us well.
Awesome. I agree, definitely. What is your opinion regarding the real estate um, what's your opinion regarding the real estate based on your clients' feedback?
On the real estate market or the
Yeah, real estate market, especially
okay.
during COVID. Mhm.
Sure. So last year was a lot of agents was their best year ever because more than, for the first time we were stuck at home. We were at home and people really started to care about their living space because they were home so much. So people wanted more space. They wanted space for the kids. They wanted office space for themselves. So for the market was on fire in a sense. There was a lot of demand for
Mhm.
housing, plus interest rates were so low, still very
Mhm.
low, that it
Mhm.
was a lot more greater access for people wanting to qualify for loans. So they were able to lock in some excellent rates. So those two things combined, and I would add to that actually. Wanting to leave more dense areas where the
Mhm.
population was too high because people wanted their own space for health reasons. There was this massive immigration to or migration to more spacious states.
Right. Right, right, right. I mean, just curious, what are some of the interest rates that you've seen lately in California, especially what's going on in California right now?
Hmm. So I've seen 3%, right, which is
Mhm.
crazy low compared to say even 4 and 5%. That's some of the things I've seen. I've even seen some fall down in the twos. So
Wow, wow.
mhm.
Okay. How has playing and competing in tennis created the boss in you? And tell them who you used to play with, because I think you don't talk about this enough. I think you need to talk about it a little more. But go
That is so funny. And I need you to repeat that question for me. Brought out the what in me?
the boss in you. Playing and
That's what I
competing.
thought I heard you say. I just want to make sure. So it is well known that sports, getting involved in sports is really great for kids. It pulls them out of their shell. It helps build their social skills, even their self-confidence. And I would definitely say that's what it did for me. Believe it or not, I used to be a very, very quiet child. And excelling in the sport led me to be interviewed. I always had cameras in my face and
Mhm.
recorders and being interviewed by the paper. Again, this was back before social media. The newspapers were interviewing me and following me, and people actually turn up to my competitions with the newspaper in hand. They were following me in the papers. So now people follow me on social media, but they were following me on the papers. So the who you're alluding to, I'm the same age as Serena Williams, and we've played together multiple times. The last time we played together, we were teenagers, and we played at the San Jose Arena. So a full stadium of people. We were goofing around during what you might call the intermission, like the halftime in this tennis tournament. And we were like hitting balls between our legs and behind our backs and just goofing around. The mascot was running around the court. I got to sign autographs when I was done. And so tennis, I like to say, was my very first career. I went on to play in college on tennis scholarship. I traveled all over the world competing. I represented the USA in a tournament in Europe, competed against players from various countries. So yeah, tennis was definitely my first career and really developed me as a young woman. I was asked to give my first motivational talk when I was like still a preteen. I was like 12, and
Wow.
I was asked to give a motivational talk to a group of youth. And my response was, I am a youth, So all of that really developed my speaking skills and my ability to be in public and to respond to questions and interviews. and the confidence in excelling and being good at something, so that all definitely carries over into being a successful businesswoman, that confidence to know, okay, I can do things, I can overcome crazy challenges. It takes a lot of tenacity and perseverance. I've been down, if you know anything about tennis, I've been down 5-0 and have come back and won, so it takes, you got to, win 6 games to win a set. So that person only needed one more game to beat me, but I've come all the way back from 0 to go on to win. So that kind of seeing that in myself, I'm like, oh, well, in business, I'm like, oh, I've overcome challenges before. I can do that. So all of that definitely carries over to business and has contributed to my success.
Awesome. Last question. What are some special deals, offers, programs that you have for the audience tonight, or in general, what you have planned for the spring coming?
Absolutely. So one of the things we did, last year, just like in real estate, last year was my team's and I's like highest income revenue earning year. Because everyone wanted to get their online presence together, given this pandemic lifestyle we're living and being online. So what I did to kind of help meet demand is start doing group classes. So typically we do one-on-one coaching or even done for you content creation. A lot of business owners have trouble with coming up with what to post and consistently posting in a professional manner. So those are some services we've always had. And what we've added was the group coaching for those who want a less expensive class to take so they can learn how to do it themselves as compared to us posting for them. So the group class is something people can definitely take advantage of. February 9th is the first one of 2021. And they're always at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They happened every other month. So February 9th is one, and then we have one February 16th. So we have them twice a month, every other month. And they can simply, again, just reach out to me via LinkedIn or Instagram, shooting me a message. Hey, I saw you on the show. Would love to take a look at your class, your LinkedIn or Instagram, your social media class. One thing I would love to offer your listeners is a free assessment where we'd be happy to assess their current social media presence, take a look at their Instagram, their LinkedIn, their Facebook, whatever they want us to look at. And they can even look into the social media services or classes. So that's a free assessment. I would say, again, message me either on Instagram at ITALINA K or LinkedIn saying free assessment, please. That way I know you want to take advantage of the free assessment.
Okay, awesome. So before I let you go, I just want to thank you before I let you go, but I just wanted to ask you if you had any last minute advice, nuggets about everything that we've been experiencing due to COVID or just in life in general or in business. What would you tell the upcoming entrepreneur that wants to break in online?
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely say, for one thing, if you want to be known as something in particular and you're feeling like this kind of self-consciousness about it. So for example, I know I wanted to be known as the go-to online presence expert. And part of me was like, well, who am I to say I'm an expert, But I went for it. And here I am 9 years later. I am the go-to online presence expert. I'm on shows like this and speaking all over the country. So I would say go for it and be bold in establishing yourself as that in your social media content. So before other people can believe it, you have to believe it and share that all throughout your pages.
Yeah, awesome. So once again, thank you, ITALINA. It's been great, an amazing interview. It's been an honor to have you. I know you're very busy and I'm sure you have in prep mode for February 9th and everything else that you have going on. So, thank you and have a great night. We're going to go on a quick break. John? Hey, welcome back. So I won't be long before you guys because I'm working on a lot of things. But yes, so I just want to thank you for rocking with me for the first web series of the January web series. It was great interviewing ITALINA KIRKNIS. It was awesome. She is phenomenal. Please contact her, reach out to her on Instagram, LinkedIn. You can also find her on Facebook. I've tagged her in the comments, and I'll tag her again after the live, so you can reach out to her for any of your social media needs. Especially, I highly recommend that if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, that you make sure that you do. For me, before there was a Clubhouse, there was a LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is really great for having real professional connections, having the ability to network on a professional level. Instagram and Facebook is more informal, but LinkedIn is more formal, but still you can connect with people on a transparent, real level and really get to see people's, real backgrounds and bios up front. Without doing all the digging. And it's just an amazing platform. So if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, I urge you to create one. Okay, I urge you. And also, I know Clubhouse is the new big thing. Unfortunately for me, I'm an Android baby. I'm not on Clubhouse yet, but I will be eventually. I'm trying to figure out, if I'm going to go the iPhone way or the iPad way to get on Clubhouse. But we're going to make it happen. But yes, I have quite a few things coming up in this month, going into February and March with some of my clients. I'm very excited that God has given me the privilege to do a lot of things that's coming up for 2021 and forward. I'm excited and grateful for all of that. So just quick few announcements. On January the 14th, which is this Thursday, I will be back on live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Susan Fox. She is an amazing interior designer. She's actually a professor at FIT in New York, which is like one of the the schools to be at if you're into fashion and design. So she will be on talking about interior design and her background. So look out for that, especially those who are aspiring to be interior designers and things of that nature. You should definitely be on and tune in, and submit your comments. Once again, I appreciate everyone, your support, your love. Continue to tag, invite, and share people. Leave your comments, your feedback in the comment section. Leave your questions. Let us know what you want to see, what you need to see in order for you to move forward in your online business and to scale your business online as well. I also provide services. I am your video content strategist, and I'm also your web series producer. I have some things in the woodworks. Like I said, I'm working very, very diligently behind the scenes with some clients. I'm very excited. In that aspect. So I'm doing a lot of video content that will be coming up in strategies. I'm very creative. I think outside the box. So if you need someone to do creative brainstorms with, I am that person. Hit me up in my inbox, DM me on Instagram, email me. I'll put my email in the comments after the live is done. But I just want you to know that you are not alone. Despite, if there's one thing that I've learned with COVID is that no matter what the environment is or whatever's going on in the world, it shouldn't stop your momentum. It shouldn't stop you from moving forward and doing what you need to do and what you really want to do, what you're passionate about and your call. So this is a time for us to get focused, get the work done. So, keep dreaming, keep working, stay focused, and get it done. That is it. I am glad to, I'm so glad that you joined me tonight. And like I said, see me back here on January 14th with Susan Fox with interior designing. It's going to be awesome. And we have many other speakers coming up for the month of January. Then we take a little break in February. We come back in March. If you would like to be a speaker, also reach out to me, inbox me on Facebook, DM me on Instagram, or you can email me as well to let me know that you are interested in being a speaker and what topic specifically that you would like to cover that will be helpful to the online community, those working from home from a corporate standpoint, and those who, you are the YouTubers and TikTokers, create amazing digital content online. Whatever you have that could help that community, that would be great. We are actually looking for people who have who have been teaching virtually for students and things of that nature. I would love to interview specifically, like a mom or dad that is an online teacher now, virtual teacher due to COVID, just to get some tips and tricks from them and their experiences as a, virtual teacher. Who else we're looking for? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just like, long as you are conducting your business online. If you have a social media page, you can be on the show because everything is online. If you're not online, you need to get on it, especially those who are still transitioning from brick and mortar to online stores and online spaces, online, creative spaces. I, highly recommend that you tune into this show. It's very informative and it's informal, it's real, it's transparent. I try to do my best at digging out the gems, the nuggets out of every speaker, as much as possible, getting my little Oprah thing on. So, just come on and enjoy. And like I said, we can only improve if you guys leave real questions and comments and feedback so we can improve moving forward. But that is it for me. I'm going to go. Hopefully I'm going to try to find me some, I don't know what I feel like eating tonight, but I probably need some water because I probably didn't drink enough water today. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself no matter what you have going on, because I know things are crazy. And there's a high demand to constantly be on your computer, answering every email, answering every phone call, texting, and the DMs and the inboxes. It could get out of control. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're scheduling your water breaks, your tinkle breaks, all of that good stuff. Like I said, we're very transparent and real on this show. We have professional filters, as I call them. Or unfilters. I don't know what you want to call it. So, like I said, if you want to be on the show, if you love the show, let me know what are your thoughts. Leave your comments, and we'll see you next time, January 14th.